Hello YouTube, this is Randy Thomas with Eastgate for Old School, and I just finished cleaning off my board, and I was reflecting on my build journey and my writing journey and where I'm going to go next. As far as my writing journey is concerned, I know that what I want to do is start trying to do some small jumps, nothing major, just being able to get over small obstacles very easily. Another thing that I attempted to do this week was writing on grass. No, not the greatest success. I had some success doing it. If I'm going uphill or if there's any resistance in that grass, my tires just spin. So while these are called all-terrain tires, they're really too small to be real all-terrain tires. But they're great for, occasionally going in the grass and I'm getting back onto the pavement. In reality, I really like these wheels. I mean, they have been great for me. I really enjoyed using them. As far as my build is concerned, I've been very pleased with my motors. Have done very well for me. I'm very pleased with my desk. I'm very pleased with my remote. I didn't really talk about this much before, but this is the FlipSky VX1 remote. It's a very basic remote. It has a nice feel to it. It's just $49. I've heard of other remotes that can cost hundreds. Maybe it's because I'm not experienced enough, but I don't really understand why anybody would pay $200 for a remote. This one seems to work just fine, and I really like it. The foot straps have worked out well. That was a new thing for me, but it turns out to be nice since I don't have a kick tail that I can use. So instead of, kicking the board around, I'm able to do like a little mini jump and kind of scoot the board around to point it in the direction that I want to point. So those foot straps come in handy for that. So that's worked out well, although I need to get better at doing it. Actually, in the clip that I'm going to show next, there's been occasions where I try to jump myself around like that and end up making mistakes and not quite getting it. But I've been thinking about also, so where am I going next as far as this build journey is concerned? My original plan was that I was going to take these wheels off and put bigger wheels on, something like this, to enable me to go through the grass. After going through what I've been through, I decided I don't like that idea anymore because I don't want to fool with readjusting these belts. Now that I got them right to where I want them, I don't want to mess with moving these motor mounts around after I've got them right to where I want them and they're working out so well. I'm afraid that eventually I'll strip out some of these screws. So my thought is, instead of just replacing the wheels with bigger wheels and trying to readjust all of that, what I would do was go ahead and buy the wheels and some trucks. Now these are the trucks that came with this board, and my original plan was to use them, but at the time I did not realize that the axle on this truck is a bigger diameter than a normal skateboard axle. So that actually concerned me because, if I needed to replace the wheel or replace the bearings on the wheel, where would I get that equipment from? The other challenge that concerns me is finding a mount that will work with this axle. It's not square like the caliber 2 axles. I don't know how to get a mount that would work well with this axle. What I decided to do, instead of trying to use this equipment, is to go ahead and get some wheels that I know will work with a pulley like this. But the thought I'm having right now, is to get some new wheels, get another set of caliber 2 trucks, and another set of caliber 2 truck mounts, and another set of motors, and put all that together, and then take that whole assembly and put it on this same board. I would be reusing my battery pack, I would be reusing my desk, and reusing the board, of course. So that's my thought. I'm not 100% convinced that's what I want to do, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So the next thing I want to share with you is a ride video. Now, to be honest, this ride video is a little embarrassing. I created this game called the Sidewalk Game. I was hoping that I could execute this game very well. But as it turns out, this game showed me that I still had a lot to learn in terms of getting my balance together and learning how to ride this thing well. So my kids want to see it, so I'm going to go ahead and share this, even though it's a little bit embarrassing. But I hope you enjoy it. See you next time. Hi, YouTube. So I got a game I'm going to play here with my electronic skateboard. The objective of this game is to challenge myself to ride better. The idea behind the game is that riding in the street is very easy. I'm going to try to challenge myself to stay on the sidewalks. Sidewalks are a little bit more challenging because, you know, they have curves, and you know, so sometimes they can be a challenging. Now, not for an advanced rider, but for someone that's new like myself, you know, that's a challenge. You know, so I'm going to give myself 1 point for getting onto the sidewalk, -1 point for being on the street. Water is going to be considered a hazard, so anytime I cross water, I'm going to penalize myself a point for going through water. What else? Oh, grass. So grass is challenging because grass can cause my skateboard to stop altogether. So I'm going to give myself 2 points for taking the challenge of going through grass. I'm also going to give myself points for time. I'm going to give myself 1 point for every minute that I'm out on this ride. I cannot get off the board. I'm going to penalize myself 2 points if I get off the board. So I'm going to go to the other side of the neighborhood and back. I've done this route before, but I've never done this route without getting off my board. You know, so it's definitely a challenging route. We'll see how I do. Already lost points. God bless it. All right. almost had it. No, I'm going backwards. Oh. Nasty water. Nuts. All right, I gotta take a penalty. So unnecessary. And I'm back to where I started. Wow. So 24 minutes and my fingers are halfway frozen. Some of my toes are frozen. I definitely hopped off the board more than I expected to. It was definitely a challenge. I'll try to do it again and better my score next time. See ya.